Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is July 8, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and come back for more. Today I got some windows open up. I just want to expand a little on each topic, and then I want to try to keep this video as short as possible. So without further ado, let's jump right to it. Okay, our first story is from News Corp Australia, and its title is "A Rip-Off of One of the Worst Games Ever is Selling for Over 100,000 on eBay." The story was posted July 7, 2019, and I'm just going to read a little into it. I'm not going to, I don't want to expand too much on it because I got some other windows I want to expand on. So anyway, it goes on to say here, proof that the exchange rate between monetary and sentimental values is better than ever. When it comes to pop culture mementos, it is increasingly becoming apparent that there is no real bounds to what people will spend vast sums of money on, just so they could say they own it. The story goes on to say here, without, like I said again, reading too much into it, a resurgence in fondness for trinkets of decades past has pushed the value of items once only fit for a sale at some obscure collector's fair through the roof. Take, for instance, a suite of once owned Kurt Cobain that recently went under the hammer for more than $100,000. The still working Apple I computer that recently sold for the average of a supercar for the first edition set of Pokemon cards, and the last year sold for more than $75K. It goes on to say over here, this is that one, if you watched the Reseller News over the weekend, I think I talked about this one here. This is that one that had the little brief video in it. I think this one still has it too. Yeah, you could check the video out too if you want to read, hear a little more about it. I'm not going to play the video because I think the last time that video was like 9 minutes or something along that line. But it goes over here to say, over the weekend, a listing emerged on eBay for what they boasted to be the rarest game ever found for the Atari 2600. Was one of the first true game consoles, and one that as such sends passionate retro game collectors into fits of enthusiasm whenever something interesting surrounding it reemerges from a long forgotten period in storage. I had the Atari 2600 game back then, and I remember having I don't know if I had the ET game, but this one here apparently must be a rare one. It must be an oddity one. But then again, you can see, I think this was the one that was made in Canada. You can see it's got the little Canadian number over here. And, I don't remember this here. I don't remember ever seeing them. If this thing is going to sell for 100 grand, I don't know. That'd be very interesting. I'd like to see it myself. I know in my video, I think I did show you that it would have a live auction on it. I think it was going for... I think it was 90, right? I think unless it went up to 80. I mean, up to 100,000. But I thought that's where they started off at 90 grand, I believe it was. But yeah, apparently, this is one website's talking about it. Then they had another one. Here's another one over here. I'm just going to move it over. Just slide it over there. Here's another one that they had over here. This is from. Let's see, the website over here is HNHH. Okay. Hot News Hip Hop. Okay. I was going to say, this is a new one to me. I get these Google alerts, and when I get these Google alerts, they always include all these different, stories in here about eBay. And basically, like I said, I do like to talk about eBay, but on occasion I do talk about other, selling platforms, Macari, Amazon, Poshmark, and so on. So, anything that deals with e-commerce, I will post it on this YouTube channel. But anyway, this story here goes on at Atari's rarest video title, Extraterrestrials, is selling for $90,000 on eBay. This too came out July 7, 2019, as you can see over here. And again, same story. Basically, they probably, picked up off the other one. I'm not going to expand too much into it though, but I didn't get a chance to check it out. But I know, as far as I know, I believe it's still an active listing. So if you guys get a chance and you want to check it out, please do. This is what they're referring to. I'd be curious to see if it is going to sell for that price. I really would. But then again, nothing surprised me, folks. I remember when they had the, I don't know if you guys who are new, if you remember the story about the Beauty and the Beast VHS. Now that came out in 1992. that video, and supposedly someone sold it for $30,000 on eBay. And how I found out about it, was I was listening to eBay radio, and Lee Maribor was telling the Griff, he's another co-host for the show, and they were talking about this VHS that was going for $30,000, and it turned out to be, it was the Beauty and the Beast. And believe it or not, long story short, I remember hearing that story. I went the day, it was, yeah, I think the day before, I went to my local thrift store, and they had a lot of those Beauty and the Beast VHS tapes there from 1992 there. And that was the day before. And then let's say it was a Monday, I went to the thrift store, and Tuesday the story came out, and I remember hearing about that. So what do? I shut my computer down. I go to the thrift store because I know they had a whole bunch of them over there. And what do? I go up. I think I bought either 2 or 3 of them, something like that. Came home, snapped pictures, cleaned them up, make sure they were clean, everything was working, stuff like that. Took pictures, put them up on eBay. And I remember the first one I think I put was like $1,500. And, I'm thinking, well, if this guy's going to sell it for 30 grand, I said, geez, $1,500 wouldn't be bad, right? And then I started looking and started doing my own research. And I'm scrolling down, seeing like $9.99, a brand new one going for, I don't know, $15 or whatever, and so on and so forth. So I remember taking mine off at $1,500, and I put it down for like, I don't know. I think mine was selling for, I think it's $7.99. It was a while back, but I know I ended up selling both of them. I got rid of them, and I didn't, I definitely made money on it because, what you get them at the thrift store for is a joke, especially if you have half day sales, But anyway, just whenever you hear stories like this, folks, I think I mentioned it once before, don't be too eager to go out and, jump in a bandwagon and think you're going to make a killing off these things, because a lot of times you're going to either break out even or you're going to take a loss on it in some cases. Now, some people who's listening, watching my video may bake the difference, saying, well, no, you're wrong there. No, I'm not saying I'm not saying it's always going to work out that way, but for me it did. Sometimes I bought things that I heard on the radio was going to be a big seller and stuff like that, and only to find out later on I made a little profit or next to nothing profit. So whenever you hear these stories, be careful and stuff like that. I'm not trying to break anybody's morale or you shatter your dreams and stuff like that, but you got to be careful though, because I heard stories like this before, and you just got to be careful. That's all. But anyway, I'm not going to expand too much on that topic there. So let's move right along and close these 2 windows out. Here's one over here from Bleeding Cool. Okay, this is another new site I'd never heard of. It's new, but over here it says, over here, I don't know if you guys are familiar, it says No One Left to Fight for a Fight is a $20 comic on eBay right now. This came out July 6, 2019. This is it. No One Left to Fight. It's a comic. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. I never heard. This is news to me, but if you're looking at some of the information here, it says, hearing that the retailers can't keep No One Left to Fight on the racks, it is selling out and going for more than $20 on eBay. Shops need to order venom numbers of this book. Okay. Again, I'm not familiar with the comics. Back in the old days, I was with, I used to be with the Archies. I used to like the Superman comics. I'm not really a comic book collector, but there are rare ones out there that if you do have a rare one, I guess first edition or whatever, depending how old it is, you can probably make yourself some decent cash on it. If you ever do a Google search on the most expensive comic that's sold on, I think on eBay, you can pull the information off of that. I don't remember offhand, so I'm not going to throw it out there because I don't want to say something I'm not familiar with or sure, but I remember hearing stories like that. Yeah, so, if you guys are familiar with this here, I don't know, you can come across them. Maybe you could embark on it, make a little, you can capitalize on it if you can come across it, I'm not too familiar with it, but if I do see them around, maybe it's something to look into, folks, So, just want to share that with you guys. And let's see what we got over here. This one here is from E-Commerce Bites. I love this site. I always get my information from them. It's probably one of my favorites. Between them and Tame Bay is another one. This story came out July 6, 2019. It says eBay suppresses coupon, a calculated move to save money. It goes on to say, a seller recently asked eBay why it stopped sending out notices to store owners about their quarterly coupons, good for free shipping supplies, a perk that eBay began offering in 2016, and it raised the cost of the store subscription. It says many store subscribers do not know how to find out their coupon or that they even entitled to one. The seller asked during the July 3rd weekly chat session. Now, I got one of these coupon things, and it's a nuisance, to be honest with you. You know, to save $5 or whatever it is. And I don't really use it, you know. And the funny thing is, I keep having, you know, it keeps showing up every time I go on my eBay channel, you know, check my listings out. And I don't really use it. The only thing I usually buy, the only thing I buy pretty much off of eBay is toner cartridges and ink cartridges. I buy the toner cartridges for my laser printer, and I buy the ink cartridges for my color printer. So I really don't buy stuff like that. And you know, they want you to use it like I don't know. You have to have some. You have to use mix. You know, the price has to be so much before you get the discount or something like that. I don't know if it's like $25 or $30, whatever it is. You'll get that $5 coupon, whatever. At least for me, anyway. I don't need it though. I just bought a whole bunch of toner cartridge, you know, a toner for my laser printer, which is still in a box, and I also got a whole bunch of ink cartridges for my HP color printer. So for me, I don't know when I'm going to use that card. That coupon is going to probably expire before I even get a chance to use it. But anyway, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this here. If you are getting that coupon, you want to check it out for yourselves, you know, definitely take advantage of it, especially if you're more of a buyer. I'm more of a seller on eBay, to be honest with you. I don't really buy off eBay. Like I said, it's sort of ink and toner cartridge. It's about all I buy. But if you guys are shoppers out there, and you may want to check that out. If you could save some money, why not, right? You know, take it, use it while you got the opportunity. I wish I can give mine away. I don't use it, you know. But it's good to know it's there. I don't know when it's going to expire. But anyway, let's move to the next window here. This one here is Amazon. Check this out. Amazon returns, no box required. This came out July 5th, 2019. Now, I was reading the story a little last night. It was kind of late. Let me just get a little swig of water here. It was kind of late when it was posted out. And, well, they sent it at a reasonable time, but I read it late. It goes on to say here, no need to return an item you purchased purchased on Amazon. You may not need to place it in a box, according to the company, thanks to thousands of free drop-off options on millions of items. It says in a blog post today, Amazon wrote, "We understand that finding a box and tape and printing a label for a return could still be a hassle. Now, most of the Amazon returns are easier than ever with no box required." I don't know if you guys are familiar. This is news to me. It goes on to say here, Amazon returns are easier than ever now with no box required. Right after getting the QR code from the Amazon Return Center, items can simply be handed to an associate without a box or a label, and they will pack it and ship it for free. Pretty cool, right? The free no returns are available at Amazon physical stores, Amazon Books, Amazon 4-Star, Kohl's has it, Whole Foods Market, and the UPS store. Returns are also free at the Amazon Fresh Pickup and Amazon Hub Locker locations, but boxes are required for those returns. And then it goes on to say a little the last part of it here. Amazon also revealed that the most items it fulfills qualify for free return option. Customers can buy with confidence, knowing that Amazon has a great selection, fast shipping, low price, and easy hassle-free returns. The company said in its Friday blog post. Yeah, this, and then if you go down a little more here, they have the comments. I like to read the comments. I like to read what people say. I like this one here. It says, well, I just not like it, but I just like to read them, though. It says, Amazon is leaving the others in the dust. Still a great place to buy from. Good thing I'm at the second party artist. Okay. Here's another one. It surprised me last week when there was an option. I had to drive to about 2 miles. Horrors, but it was a super easy credit and given immediately. Much better than the previous return a month ago or so. When I was charged almost as much as the cost of the item for shipping and had no other way of returning it. Now, it's a pretty good thing they have here, I guess. Like I said, I mean, I don't, like I said again, I don't really, I'm a registered seller on Amazon. I don't sell on it per se. I keep saying I'm going to put stuff on there, but I am definitely on eBay 100% pretty much. Outside of cross-referencing, cross-selling on Bonanza, which has been doing nothing. Last year I only got 5 sales from them, so I'm thinking to even close my account with them. I don't know why you bother keeping them. I used to tell people in my other videos it's good to have double exposure, but if you're not getting any traction from it, why keep it open, right? So I might close that account down. I'm seriously considering getting rid of it. I don't really need it. I'm not making any money with it, to be honest with you. But anyway, let's move to the next one. This one here, I want to, well, you know what, let me jump to this one first here. This one here I got, it was kind of interesting. It's a short little one here. There's not really much to read right on here. This came out July 7th, 2019. Why are some eBay sellers struggling? It goes on to say, if you have questions about any aspect of selling on eBay, you could always find people willing to take the time to respond with helpful advice. But a mini discussion board thread that also devolves into sniping, with those describing the problem of being accused of being complainers, and whiners. People may think I was a whiner at one time. No, not really. I don't whine all the time. But the only time I get upset with eBay is when I don't make sales. But that's about it. But otherwise, I don't go on my YouTube channel and whine about it. Oh, eBay this, eBay that. You know, I always joke around. People say I have a love-hate relationship, but I say it in a joking way. I do love eBay. I love selling on it and stuff like that. I think it's a good platform. If I did hate it, I wouldn't be with them for 20 years. So I've been selling with eBay for 20 years now, on and off, of course. But that's when I did start back in 1999. Anyway, it goes over here to say, with the complainers and whiners, and with these scoffing eBay critics accused of being eBay cheerleaders. It goes on to say here, on such a thread began on July 1st with a 20-year veteran. It's not me, by the way. This is not me. I want you guys to know that. If you click it, you see the blue? It's an active hyperlink. It'll take you to that person who's talking about selling. Okay, this ain't me. First, with the 20-year veteran eBay seller reporting that his sales were not performing at the level it had 3 to 4 months ago. Titled, "Wow, eBay is broken. No sales for the month of June for me." It sounds like something. It sounds like with me, but it ain't. If you click the hyperlink on, you'll see what it is. The seller kicked off the thread writing, "You can say what you want, but all I know is I was as a 20-year inmate here is that the eBay isn't performing at all like it was 3 to 4 months ago." It says some fellow sellers jumped in and offered advice right away about what the seller might be able to do to improve sales. But some others said that the decline of the seller is facing has nothing to do with the problems with eBay and everything to do with the seller's inventory or selling strategy. Despite the disagreements, with the threads like these here are often helpful in understanding the challenges sellers face and often include concrete descriptions of problems. For example, sellers discuss their perception that eBay's controversial move to recurring listings, GTC, good to cancel of course, has been bad for their sales, and that the broken RSS feeds have been detrimental to sellers' marketing efforts. Some companies spend a lot of money on market research to identify the problems and opportunities for their firms, but in this case, eBay need only visit their own discussion boards to hear what the customers have to say. Now, if you ever go to this website here, let me give it to you just in case I didn't. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. And when you go there, you'll also get the latest information too. There's usually a bar up here. I guess it's not scrolling. All right, I guess that's it. Maybe it didn't update. Usually, if you look up here, you'll see a little update. This thing will scrolls, and it'll show you what's going on. Today is July 8th, and I don't see anything here. So this was yesterday's news. It's okay. Yesterday's news is good news. But if you go there, you could check it out, and you could click on this here, and you'll see it'll take you to another window. This one here is going to take you to the eBay community chat board. I clicked that on already, and I was reading what the person was talking about. It's true in regards to sales. Sometimes people do like to complain, and there are times people like to blame eBay for everything. And, it's eBay's fault. It's this. It's that. Look, I've said in my other videos too. There are some times when they're rolling out new programs and changes. There are cases where it can stifle sales in certain issues, not all. Okay. Yesterday, I think I showed you in the Reseller News Weekend that their server went down, and I believe that was around. Well, for my time, I'm on the East Coast of New York. That went down around 2 p.m. But it was probably prior to that that it went down. So as much as we get upset with eBay, you got to understand, things are going to happen, folks. And if you're selling stuff that people don't want, it stands to reason. There's a glut out there. There's a whole entourage of the same thing you're selling out there, and there's other people that if I guess first come first serve. There are people that don't like to do the research. I'll be honest with you. When I go looking for, like when I was looking for toner cartridges and ink cartridges for my printers, I will go to maybe a page or two, and that's it. I will not scroll and scroll and scroll, keep scrolling to see what best price I can get. I tried that one time. It drove me crazy because, and here's the way I like to shop. When I do shop on eBay for stuff, I like to also look at the person's feedback. And you might say, well, why would you look at a person's feedback? Why does it matter if the person's got a 100% feedback or a 50 or a 90? I like to read the negativities as to why the person had that. And I would recommend people to do the same for me if I had it like that. Okay? Because for the simple reason is it kind of gives the buyer a heads up. Because, hey, what's going on here? Why does this guy get so many negatives? And then you can read a little more into it. Does the seller respond to your questions? Did they make the delivery? Did you get it? Did you get any confirmation from them? What's going on here? Was the product sold? Sold to the buyer? Was it damaged? And did the seller make good on it? And a whole bunch of little things. I like to read the comments in between and see what the other buyers have to say about that particular seller. And if I feel like I get a bad vibe from it, I will move to the next one. But I do not, for the most part, go to page after page. I like to look at maybe the first couple of pages, and then I make my buying decision. Who's ever got the best deal, whatever, if they're offering with free shipping, with 30-day money-back guarantee, those are the ones I'll scope out. But for the most part, there's a lot of competition out there. And there may be things that you're selling that may not be appealing to people, even me. Matter of fact, I'm going to take you over there, show you the stuff I just listed up today, and I'll just share that with you. And I don't want to close the video up. But let me close this out. If you want to read that story, it's why some eBay sellers are struggling. Basically, it's all it is right here. I've read the whole thing basically to you. But if you want to go more into, their website and check it out, move around, you can see some other stuff. They got the classifieds. It's going to go right now. Let me back over here. Yeah, now, for those who are new, if you're not familiar, e-commerce bites also has classified. Now, in order to use this, you've got to sign up with them, which is no big deal. Well, this is nice, but like I said, here they got this one here. There's railroad relics and memorabilia for sale. If you click it on, it makes the picture bigger, and you could click it over here. You can see the other stuff they have here. Folks, just to give you guys a heads up, I don't have any affiliate links with e-commerce bites. I love this site. I don't mind, throwing a name out there and boosting up business for them. I don't care. I do it with good intentions. So I don't want you guys to think who are new, praise, oh, he's doing this here because he's getting he's with affiliate link. I don't know if they even have affiliate links with this this website. If they do, maybe I should check into it because I use them exclusively. I mean, them and Tame Bay, and there's another guy I used to use. I still use him every now and then. Check out his website. It's Skip McGrath. He's another good one too. But yeah, you could check this out. It's on e-commerce bites. It's a classified section. And, if you're interested, you can see what they got to offer over there. Pretty good. I love the site. I really do. But anyway, let me get out of here. And I just want to go into my listings here. I just want to show you the new stuff I put up. If I can really, I got your attention really quick here. These are the new things that all relisted. I didn't know it was coming off. Apparently, they all auto-relist. I just hope I don't get a big bill at the end of the month because, like I said, I usually like to be very selective when it comes to listing items. But anyway, let me just show you some of the stuff I listed for you ladies out there in case you're interested. And if you do see any things here, any of the items here you're interested in, please don't let the prices intimidate you. Make that best offer. I've been accepting them, pretty much as long as they've been reasonable, so I've been accepting them. So if you see anything here you like, folks, please don't hesitate to make that best offer. Let me just see something here. I'm just going really quick. I want to see the stuff I put up. This stuff, as you guys know, the Banana Republic and stuff like that, this stuff is fairly new. I put this up a couple days ago. And I want to show you the new stuff I put up if I can get to it. Here's another pair of Nike sneakers. Oh, by the way, those red sneakers, the Air Jordan, I think, they sold already. So I'm happy to unload those there. So I got 2 more pairs of Nike sneakers there if you guys are interested. Oh, ladies, that is. They're 4Y. That's the size. But let's see what we got over here. I'm trying to find the ones I just listed here. Not much. More girl stuff. It's more clothing. I'm working my way down, guys. I'm sorry. I also sold 2 guitars. I got 1 Rock Band guitar left, folks, in case you guys are interested. Again, don't let this price intimidate you. Make a best offer if you want one. Same thing with anything on here. All right, here's the stuff I listed today. This is the one here. I think it is. No, that's another one that's already there. I'm sorry. These are the ones. Oh yeah, I did this one here. Yeah, this one here. This one here, January 7th one I did. The Material Girl. What you see here, Michael Kors, Moral Reunited Clothing. I put that one in. Mamissimo, Forever 21. And I don't know if there's any more stuff I listed here, but I'll show you why I got it, why I got your attention. That's basically it. Yeah. So if you guys see anything here you like, please don't hesitate. I'm also on Poshmark too, to be honest with you. And there are certain items on Poshmark. I'll show you really quick here before I get off of here. I'm sorry to throw a little segue in it, but I just want to share this with you guys, especially the new people. All right. With Poshmark, okay, I got to log in here very quick, folks. I'm sorry, guys. Should have done this beforehand. I wasn't sure I was going to do this here. As you can see, I got 10 notifications here. These are people that probably wanted me to follow them. You know, I like Poshmark, folks, to be honest with you. It's not bad. It's a nice little site and stuff. But to be honest with you, sales ain't that really great for me. Now, I don't know what it is. I'm going to try listing the stuff over here. I got 57 listings here. That's what they say. I don't know, 57. It doesn't look like I got 57. But anyway, this is what I have on here. Now, some of this here cross references with eBay too. But if you don't want to buy on eBay and you want to buy, let's say you're a Poshmark person, you want to buy, you know, specifically for Poshmark, you can come here and check out this as well. This sold. I got to take this off too. I got to get rid of this here. I got to take this off. Yeah, this sold yesterday. I got to take that off. I got to remember. I got to leave this up. Here's what I got on Poshmark. Okay, and if you look at the items that I have here, I didn't really make much sales off of this here. I think I sold, to tell you the ones that sold right here. This shirt, this here, and those sneakers. Wait, was it the sneakers? Let me see some. Hold on. The Versace, it didn't sell on here. It sold on eBay. But that's what happens when you cross sell. You got to make sure you take it off, because now someone makes a purchase that I'm doing, you know, that I'm stuck with. I got to explain to them that it was already sold. So I'm going to leave this window up to go over that there, because I got to. Matter of fact, I'll leave it over there, because that's going to come up. But I just want to let you guys know, if you want to buy it, you know, or for Poshmark, you're more than welcome. But and lastly, I just want to, before I close this out, this is my YouTube channel. If you guys get a chance, I'm going to be changing the title around a little. It's going to, well, the banner is going to change again. I want something a little more colorful. This is nice, but I want something a little more colorful. And it's going to read along the lines like, Shop RJ Pasini for great deals, like the still title. And the only thing I'm going to add to it, home of the reseller news and let's talk eBay. And I want to add some pictures to it and stuff like that. Maybe I'll put a picture of me on it. But the banner is going to change probably, I don't know when, today, tomorrow, whatever. But it's still going to be the same type of content. So I don't want you guys who are new thinking, oh, he's changing it. Maybe he's going to change the content all over, altogether. No, the content's going to remain the same. Okay, but I just want to let you know. But anyway, if you get a chance, please check out my other videos. As you can see here, I got quite a bit of them. I think I'm up at 952. My goal for this year, by the end of the year, God willing, I'd like to get it down to, to at least 1,000 videos. I think I could achieve that there. It seems pretty possible. I think I could do it. But anyway, guys, let me close out this window. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you guys got a takeaway from it. I hope some of the information I put out there gives you a little insight as to what's selling out there on eBay. You know, for those who are new, or if you just happen to be a person that just happened to hit my channel out of curiosity, I want you guys to know out there that I do the reseller news. I am also adding to it Let's Talk eBay Talk or whatever. And I'm also, like I said, I also do demo videos, sneak peek videos, and intro videos. It basically all interrelates. Sometimes I do throw stuff out about digital photography, or I might talk about, I don't know, some how-to stuff, do it yourself. It's kind of like a diversified channel. So I hope you guys like it. And I hope you guys can get a takeaway from it. And if you do, drop it in the comment below. Let me know, hey, Rich, I like your video. It's pretty good. I like the information you provide. I try to do the best I can with these videos, folks. I've been on YouTube now, I think, when have I been on YouTube? I think since July or whatever. I think it was in July sometime, 2013 or 2014, something like that. But I really started getting more into it since the time I got laid off my job back in June of 2016. I started doing more videos, and I started getting heavily into it. Becoming more of a YouTube creator and just a casual creator. Somebody just pops a video up every now and then. It's been basically a daily thing for me. I would like to, my goal would be is to put out 2 videos a day. Maybe keep one like a short one. Like this one's going to probably take a little time, but I like to cut them down. I like to keep the time down because, you know, for those who are YouTube creators, I don't know if you're familiar with what the YouTube creators that are seasons people like me that experience, they know about the analytics and you could check out stuff. I do look at the analytics and I do track the watch time and see how many people come in and, you know, how many people are watching my videos and how long they stay on there. I know I make videos, sometimes they're over an hour, sometimes they're 45 minutes, and you could see the watch times, the view duration times, and you know, unless it's something really captivating to hold the person's interest, they may not watch it to the whole end. And I wish people would, because I do put out pretty good information at times. I mean, I think so anyway. I do my research. I try to do my research on it there. I get tons of emails every day, and I go through them and I try to pick and choose the ones that I think would be interest to you guys out there. I know people could probably say, well, you know, I could get my information, you know, do the thing, basically just go to, you know, Google and do a Google search on whatever, and you can get information that way. But what the thing that I think you would like about the Reseller News is basically it deals with e-commerce. It's not, I'm not picking stuff off and throwing everything into the mix, so to speak. Although, like I said again, my channel is very diversified. But I'm not going to sit there, do a Reseller News, and then, you know, say, hey, while I'm doing Reseller News, let me go do it yourself. You know, I'm not going to incorporate that all in one video. You know, everything will be segregated. You know, it'll all be separate. You know, I'm not going to keep it like that. I'm not going to have all these different things all conjured up into one video. That's crazy. You know, I mean, and that would turn people off. It would turn me off because they're saying, wait a minute, isn't I supposed to watch the Reseller News? This guy is talking about do it yourself, or how to repair a camera, or how to, you know, change a filter on a car. Who wants to watch that? I want to watch the Reseller News, you know. So yeah, but it's a diversified YouTube channel. And like I said again, I do like to share things, and it may be on the fly. I mean, you know, heck, I might get a Google alert because they come up all day, you know, and sometimes in the evenings. I might get something, you know, later on, and I might say, you know what, I want to share it with the YouTube followers, the subscribers, or just in general the YouTube community, and I might pop a video out there, you know. So for the most part, it is what it is, and I hope you guys do get a takeaway from it. I hope it helps. That's the whole idea of me creating this YouTube channel too. It's to help. You know, I have this thing called the His Initiative. It's a His Inspire, and to help, inspire, and share. And that's what it's all about. Helping inspire people and sharing information. And that's what I like about my YouTube channel. And I want to keep the content fresh and clean, talk about different things. Yes, there may be times I might bring something up I did maybe a couple of weeks ago or whatever, a year ago. I might kind of like throw that in the mix every once in a blue moon. But for the most part, folks, for the most part, the YouTube video, the content I put on here is going to be fresh. It's going to be fresh content. I'm not going to keep repeating the same things over and over again. I don't want to keep doing it over and over again. All right. Now, yes, you probably said, well, I seen the Reseller News weekend, and you talked about that Atari game, and now you're bringing it up again. I'm just trying to rehash about what other companies, what other people are saying about it. You know, like I said, that one said, you know, it's a rip-off, another person's talking about it. You know, so yes, sometimes you do interrelate to, you know, one another, but for the most part, you know, I like to keep it fresh. And if you want fresh content and you want to get straight talk with no, I don't sugarcoat anything, folks, you may want to subscribe to my channel. I put a lot of time and emphasis in this here, in these videos. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but I do. I put a lot of time in these videos. And like I said, I didn't get to 952 videos by just, you know, sitting on my hands, so to speak. It takes time and it's a lot of work. But I really do hope you guys like the information I put out there. And if you do like the information and you do like my videos, and hopefully you like me as an individual, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you do want to be updated as to when I put out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching Reseller News. Today is July 8th, 2019. I want to say thank you again for taking the time to watch my video. Have a great evening. It's going on 8 o'clock over here on the East Coast. I'm in New York. So I think I'm going to call it quits for tonight. Unless something comes up that I have to share it with you guys, then I will do that. But for the most part, I think we're going to call it a close for tonight. Until next time, bye-bye now.